how did Kwesi Arthur go from being one of Ghana's most celebrated young rappers, performing on global stages, to facing online backlashes, doing things that fans cursed him, mocked his career, and even told him he needed to go broke just to make real music again? In 2018, Kwesi Arthur was Ghana's breakout star. He was performing on international stages, winning a BET nomination, and even being hailed as the future of African hip-hop. His energy seemed unstoppable, with fans comparing his rise to the biggest name in the industry. But how does an artist, who was once seen as the face of the new generation, end up facing criticisms, online backlash, and questions about whether his career had stalled? Or could one argue that Kwesi Arthur's so-called downfall is not what it is hyped to be by the music community? Raised in Tema, Ghana, Emmanuel Kwesi Arthur Jr. came into the world in 1994. From a young age, he developed a passion for rap and storytelling, learning to rhyme from friends and family in his neighborhood. But before becoming a star celebrated across Africa, Kwesi Arthur faced a number of challenges growing up in Tema, a city marked by economic struggles and limited opportunities. As he once admitted, he nearly gave up on his dreams until a chance at a studio session changed his life forever. Against the odds, Kwesi Arthur rose from the streets of Tema to become one of Ghana's most influential voices in hip-hop. Kwesi Arthur's journey almost ended before it began. Finishing high school in Tema, he dreamed of becoming a musician but couldn't afford university. Instead, he worked small jobs and spent his free time writing rhymes. One day, he walked into a small studio run by Ground Up Chale, a group of young guys dedicated to nurturing young talents. That encounter changed everything. With no formal training, Kwesi recorded his first track, and the raw emotion in his voice caught the attention of the group. From that moment, he wasn't just another kid from Tema, he was an artist on the rise. After the breakout of Grind Day,
I've been looking for myself. Forget it couldn't make well. Mama and Cabin, I am real. Yeah, make sure me way I forget it.
Kwesi Arthur didn't slow down. He capitalized on the momentum. His BET nomination in 2018 put him on the global map, and suddenly he was performing on international stages, representing Ghanaian hip hop to the world. By 2019, his EP, Live from Nkrumah Volume 2, was pulling in millions of streams, proving that his music wasn't just a local phenomenon, it was resonating across Africa and beyond. Collaborations with heavyweights like Shatawale, Nasty C, Stormzy, Vic Mensa, and even Global Act expanded his reach. He followed with singles like Don't Keep Me Waiting and Radio, keeping his momentum strong in 2019. But after the highs of Grind Day and his BET nomination, Kwesi Arthur's momentum began to fade. His slowed releases and pivot to food reviews left fans frustrated. Online, the backlash turned toxic, and some even cursed him, hoping poverty would force him back to his old sound. Kwesi Arthur fired back saying,
"But some of you have decided to be very evil and nasty about it in my comments, and I know they appreciate that. Okay? Some people have gone to the extent of being like, oh, I hope he goes broke and he starts eating Gary soakings and suffering so he can give us the type of music he used to give us. Charlie, empowerment. That's not a fucking life I want. I don't want to suffer, bro. I've suffered enough in my time."
For many, this was the downfall. The moment Ghana's brightest star seemed to lose his way. The shift wasn't just creative, it was industry related. Behind the scenes, tension were building between Kwesi Arthur and his label, Ground Up Chale, led by music executive Glenn Watson. According to Ground Up Chale's legal team, Kwesi Arthur had signed a 4-year recording contract with the label in 2017, with revenue split 60-40 in favor of the label. The deal included provisions for renewal and gave the label ownership of the music created during that period. But by the time his debut album, Son of Jacob, was released in April 2022, the relationship had already worsened. Kwesi Arthur later claimed he hadn't made any money from his music during his years with the label, despite the album's release and his earlier success. Ground Up Chale, however, stated that the artist earned royalties and alleged that he solicited funds from a third party without their knowledge. This dispute became more than financial. It affected Kwesi Arthur's ability to release new music freely. With unresolved contractual obligations and mounting frustration, the once unstoppable artist found himself in a limbo. The silence wasn't a lack of talent or drive. It was a weight from the system that had him caught in between. By January 2026, Kwesi Arthur had had enough. On January 8, he announced Redemption Valley, his first independent project in years.
Innocence, this street drop from me. Those cats long kill for body. Can't kill me for my mommy, them can't kill me.
Set to drop on January 17th. For fans who had waited throughout the silence, this was the moment they had been hoping for. But just days before the release, things escalated. On January 21st, Kwesi Arthur took to his social media with explosive allegations. He claimed Ground Up Chale was demanding $150,000 for him to use images of himself for his new project. According to him, the label was asserting ownership over his image, music, and everything attached to his name from 2016 to the present day. He warned his fans directly if anything happened to him or his project, Ground Up Chale was to blame. The response from Ghana music industry was immediate. Many artists backed him on social media. Fans launched the hashtag #FreeKwesiArthur, demanding accountability from the label. Ground Up Chale fired back with their own version of events, claiming Kwesi Arthur had earned royalties and had taken money from the third party without their consent. They issued a 7-day legal ultimatum demanding acknowledgement and payment of unauthorized use of their footage. Despite the legal threats, Kwesi Arthur released Redemption Valley. But here is the thing, the project still hasn't hit YouTube or mainstream streaming platforms so far. So for most fans, the music remains out of reach unless they are willing to pay upfront on even. Here's what I want to know. If you were Kwesi Arthur, what would you do? Take the legal risk and release independently, or negotiate with the label and meet their needs? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe.